Greetings. This is going to be a collective read as well as a quick check-in with all 12 signs. First things coming through the strongest collectively is Spirit is saying, remember that everything has an expiration date. Everything has an expiration date. And there's a little something for everyone in this message. And if you're not careful, you might miss what was for you. There's something in here about the expiration date. You can't bring something back after it's spoiled. When something is spoiled, it's gone bad, it's rotten. When something has expired, it's rotten. You can't hide the stench for long, is what I'm hearing. You can't hide the stench for long. So there's a connection here. There's something here that is rotten, that has spoiled, that is nearing its expiration date. Ready or not, here it comes. Pilot. Someone could be flying first class, but make sure you get your hair done first, honey, is what I'm hearing. So something here about getting a new haircut. Someone could be wanting to get a haircut before they travel, changing their hair before they travel, wanting to impress somebody, wanting to kind of change their look. Definitely something like that coming through. If somebody is flying, they might be flying first class for the first time, like as a kind of gift to themselves, a self-care thing where they've gotten to this new level of abundance within their own life and prosperity that they're gifting to themselves the gift of flying first class. There's that kind of energy of also, this can be someone flying you first class and wanting to show you how much they appreciate you and show you your worth. So there's an energy here of something going first class, and also someone else is wanting to trade in their silver for gold because they are wanting to be in the winner's circle, is what I'm hearing. Something about the winner's circle. There's also, okay, so chess. I play my enemies like a game of chess. You can't run away. So that is in the song Ready or Not, Here I Come by the Fugees, which I briefly touched on last night, but only briefly. Also the song I'm Looking at the Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. Or I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. So someone here could be spending some time looking at themselves and being more honest, introspective. They can be gaining a new level of self-awareness at this time. This can be you or somebody around you, or it can be both of you. And in that new level of self-awareness, there is a new level of wanting to, I don't want to necessarily say right the wrongs, because again, once something has spoiled, it's gone spoiled. You can't bring it back to life. You can get something else that's of a similar or the same kind, but you're never going to have that exact thing. And this can also be why some people are being told to not let their ex back in. So if you're watching this video and you're trying to decide if you should get back with an ex because they're trying to get back with you, once something is spoiled, it's spoiled. And once something has rotted, it's rotted out. So there's a need here to accept the seasons and the stages of life, to accept the death and rebirth cycle. That is really cognizant at this time, which makes sense because we do have the Scorpio solar eclipse today, and it is also, we are about to be entering Scorpio season as well. I follow Vedic sidereal astrology, so we're not quite in Scorpio season yet, even though those who follow Western astrology would say that we're already there. We're not quite, but we're almost there. There's also something here about attraction versus repelling versus no charge neutral versus a harmonic symphony of rhythm and ecstasy. So there's finding that right balance, right? So if everything is electric and everything is musical, and we apply this to our relationships and our connections with people, we can understand that in certain frequencies, we have this strong magnetic pull, this radiance, this attraction, this like a complete magnet. And then in other cases, there are certain energies, there are certain people, there are certain smells even that completely repel and are repulsive and repunge, and it's just like a constriction away. And then, some people get to a place of peace and harmony where they find a state of neutral. I feel nothing. There is nothing here. And then other people find that state of neutral in a state of electricity, in a state of music, in a state of fluid, flow. So yeah, like I'm hearing groovy, baby. And they find the electrical current of the universe, and that's like the seed of their creativity, where their creativity is birthed. And in relationships, creativity is super important, because that is going to be whether the relationship can continually flower and prosper, so that it won't spoil, so that it won't go bad. And how is it that we find this fountain of youth? How is it that we obtain this token in a relationship, in a business, with, you know, whatever it is in your life that you're wishing to attain this ever-flowing life with, this trickle? And it's in that harmonic electric symphony, learning to dance with the universe by learning to kind of dance with yourself, rather than choosing one side or the other, attraction, repelling, or rather than just completely checking out and playing, you know, like being the deer in headlights, and being neutral and feeling nothing, which can also be shut down. It can be dissociation. And, you know, some people can pride themselves in being neutral, but are they really neutral, or are they simply so traumatized that they're fully dissociated and they're not actually neutral at all? They're just completely checked out of the situation. So someone here could be playing like they're neutral in a situation, but they are so traumatized by the facts of a situation, they have totally dissociated themselves from the situation. There's also something here about, where have you been all these years? So someone, it can be years since you've spoken to them, years since you've seen them, years since they've seen you. And so clearly they're going to have this idea of what you look like, this idea of who you are, because you could have been in a different career at that time. Your body could have been different at that time. You could have been in a different level of your, referring to the beginning of this video, different level of your self-awareness than you are right now. And now that you are in this different level, they're understanding that they don't actually know you anymore. I also want to remind you guys, you know, every 7 years, every single cell in the human body is completely changed, which means every 7 years, you're an entirely new being. So if you knew someone 7 years ago, or you haven't seen them for 7 years, you genuinely don't know them anymore, because the person that you knew is dead, is gone, because literally, scientifically, it's a fact. Every cell in their body has completely changed and has gone through that death and rebirth cycle in a 7-year span. So there can be someone here that's like nearing on a shedding of the skin, and they're stepping into a new 7-year cycle. Oh, I was also hearing the song Good Form. So someone here has good form in whatever they do. So it just makes their haters look stupid, because it's an energy of like, if you're an athlete, your form is perfect in something. So if people are trying to down talk you and belittle your gifts and say that you're not actually an athlete and you're not actually good at what you do, people will go and like watch your stuff and be like, but their form is perfect. So the haters just look stupid. There is an energy here of, someone being incredibly, someone here has something totally twisted. It's the song Mark Bassey. I wrote down the artist. I didn't write the name of the song, but that's the artist. But in the song, he says, "Don't you say you're not feeling everything I'm feeling. Tell me, remember where we're from." So this goes back to the energy. Someone here is delusional, like genuinely delusional, because they feel totally connected to how something used to be, and it is no longer that way. So they're trying to like pull somebody in. Don't you remember where we're from? Don't tell me that you're not feeling everything I'm feeling. Don't tell me you're not feeling everything I'm feeling. So someone here is feeling all these things, and they're like, because I'm feeling this, it means that they're feeling this. And it's like, no, you're just being obsessive. So someone here is having a difficulty with their growing pains. I'm hearing growing pains. Oh my gosh. And what is that show? Oh, that's gonna bother me. Was it Growing Pains? Was that the show's name? Maybe Growing Pains? No, okay, I'm gonna come back to that later. I have like 4 more pages of channeling things to do, but I really don't want to share all of this at once because I'm being told not to. So that's gonna be enough for the collective. There's a lot here though with New York City, because hey there Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, so someone here, there could also just be long distance, but then New York City just came up in my meditation this morning. And what song was it? Oh, the song was My Side by Drake, where he's like, why you never come to where I stay, always hiding out in that New York condo, why you rushing it and forcing it, this isn't making sense. So But also in that one, it's me and you are playing house, but when I leave you, I go home, I forget what this is. I keep in touch with other women because you make me nervous. I empower girls that don't deserve it. I don't mean to do that shit on purpose. But it's like BS. Like, call their BS. Someone here is just going to come with a bunch of excuses. Excuses, excuses, excuses is essentially what all of this is. And that's why, let's go back to the beginning of this collective message. Everything has an expiration date. And collective, you may have to be reminding people that their expiration date was years ago. Not even like recent. It's like their expiration date was a hot minute ago. All right, so let's begin with, you know what? We're not going to do tarot. We're going to do my personal channeled messages. So I make a bunch of these decks. I'll sit in meditation and just write on them. And I have a ton of them, and we're gonna just do that for this reading. Yep, this one right here. Yep, okay, so Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. There's something in the water. Some of my Capricorns love water. You could be told to, you're gonna need the water this week. Be grateful for the water this week. Like sensory deprivation tanks, hot tubs, saunas, the ocean, salt bath, ice bath. You'll know what it is for you. But there's something here, Capricorn, about water and near home, or water, the water can feel like home. Yeah, and we have Free Willy, and Free Willy was an orca whale. So some of my Capricorns, the like spirit animal orca whale is going to be, or the orca whale is going to be an important spirit animal for you for this week, because you are being put in the life gym. You are entering the life gym, Capricorn. So it's big boss energy, like beating the boss. When you're playing a video game and you beat the boss at the end of the level, level up, level up, level up, level up. So some Beyonce vibes here. Clear, gold, alchemy. So going back to the collective message at the beginning, someone is wanting to trade in their silver for gold. Capricorn, that could be you. Or someone could be seeing you as the gold, and they're wanting to trade in their silver for something gold, like you. Capricorn, there is something here about getting the exposure that you deserve. So if you feel like you've just been brutally going through life's gym lately, and you're like, man, when is this workout ever gonna end? Spirit's like, well, it doesn't really ever end, but you do have moments of rest where you get to just celebrate and celebrate good times. Come on. You could be celebrating some good times soon. So there could be weddings, celebrations, new business ventures, celebrating with family, celebrating in the home. So like cozy celebrations, celebrating things that you're not celebrating publicly yet. So some of my Capricorns, there's news that you have, but you're keeping quiet on it and you're just celebrating it with like your close people. And that's good, Capricorn. Spirit says to maintain that. Stick to your roots. Also with roots, something here about the dirt. If you aren't getting enough minerals, like some people really love their filtered water, but are you getting enough sodium and are you getting enough trace minerals that your body needs? So you could get one of those like droppers, some of, there's trace minerals that you can get like in a dropper that you put in your water. You can get different types of salt. Someone here needs more minerals because it's like they think that they're staying hydrated because they're drinking a lot of water, but the water that they're drinking like has nothing in it and it's so filtered that it's literally just kind of running things through their system and they're not actually absorbing it. So there's someone here that is dehydrated and they think they're hydrated, but they're really not. And that can also be why they're getting headaches for some of my Capricorns, or like pressure around the eyes. Someone here also maybe like going to an eye doctor, getting things like things of the face, so like teeth cleaning, eyes checked. Someone here could have ear pain. I'm not a doctor, but I will say a couple dots of hydrogen peroxide and tea tree oil can kind of take that away as well if it's just like swimmer's ear. So if you're in the water and your ears are hurt because you're in the water, you can try just a dab of hydrogen peroxide and tea tree on a Q-tip. All right, someone here could be playing cards, like actual cards. I'm seeing spades and clovers, or clubs. Wait, is clover even a thing in cards? There's something here, Capricorn, with someone bringing a message into you, and it's been really slow coming because they want to make sure that the foundations stay low to the ground. They have to be really strategic in how they do this because they could have a lot of eyes watching them. Kind of going back to the Romeo and Juliet story of last night, there can be an energy of people don't want to, now I'm hearing Don't Matter by Akon, nobody want to see us together, but it don't matter, no, because I got you. So someone here is like, no one wants to see us together, but it doesn't matter because I got you. And there's another song actually that came up with that same message, and I just want to see what it was because I know I wrote it down. Oh, this is going to bother me. Oh. Well, the other song that came up, and Capricorn, I feel like I'm saying this in your reading because it is someone, it's a Capricorn that someone is doing this to, or it's a Capricorn who's doing this. But the song Buddy, Buddy, just trying to find out who you are, a different type of, so someone here is trying to find friends with benefits that they want to keep on the down low. And they're like, cause it'll be fly if you were my Buddy. So it's an old R&B song. But no, queens don't want to be a Buddy. Like a queen is not going to be your buddy. So if someone is approaching a queen and they're trying to have her be their buddy, like that's not going to happen. Buddy, bucko is what I'm hearing. Like I'm feeling like a poke on the chest. So if someone here thought that they could just have someone as, you know, a good friend or friends with benefits, that's not going to fly, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. No, I'll do one more for Capricorn from this side because that wasn't for enough of my Capricorns. That was a very specific Capricorn. Capricorn, a lot of you guys just need to sit by your self. David Goggins, accountability mirror. F the table. Sit by your effing self. Okay, Capricorn, there is something here that you need to protect. There's something here that you worked hard for. You are the 5 people that you hang out with. So you need to retreat so you can actually evolve into your final form. Because if you're just hanging around with broke bitches, then you ain't gonna rise to where you're trying to get to, Capricorn. And I'm sorry, but I'm also not, because if people aren't elevating and evolving and aren't wanting to better their lives and create more prosperity and abundance in their life, then they have lost their seat at your table. And you need new people at your table. And for a while, your table's gonna be alone. It's gonna be a little bit, it's not gonna be lonely though. Like, I couldn't say it's going to be a little lonely. I had to stop there. Spirit's like, no, it's not going to be lonely. So, all right, now, Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Yes, yes, I do. Aquarius, you could be getting married. Congratulations. You could be also going to a wedding. You could see someone that you want to marry, and you've never had that feeling before. Like, you may be someone who's like, nah, I never want to get married. But when you meet this person, Aquarius, oh my gosh, like, all of a sudden they're like, I understand. I understand. It's like, you know, there's a moment in a man and a woman's life when they have this acceptance, when they decide that they want to be a parent. And it's like sometimes that happens when people are really young, and then sometimes that doesn't happen until people are in their 30s or 40s or even 50s, I'm hearing. So someone here could say like they never wanted kids and all of a sudden they have baby fever, or they could say that they never want to get married, or they could be like the player type that's never wanting to settle down, and all of a sudden they're like having this like midlife crisis of they want to settle down, they want to get married. Are you the one? Yeah, because for some of my Aquarians, you are getting more disciplined. And with this, it's like you're understanding. So, you know, the greatest men in history do know a lot of their, think like greatest inventors, presidents, etc., leaders in general. They equate the majority of their success to the woman at their side during their level up to that success or when they were in that success. And so for some of my Aquarian males, you can be someone who's quite successful, but you're realizing the next level of your success and abundance, the next level of really building your empire is creating a family, is settling down, is having kids, is being in a higher commitment. And so all of a sudden you're having a total eclipse of the heart. I'm hearing that song, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Some of my Aquarians need to accept a situation that they're not wanting to accept. There's just vibe with me one more time. So some of my Aquarians could be dealing with a Capricorn or someone with strong Capricorn in their chart. And remember, in the Capricorn reading, and the beginning of this whole reading in general, what's the title of this whole reading, you guys? Is there's an expiration date. So for some of my Aquarians, they're like, just vibe with me one more time. And the other person is like, but we're past the expiration date. And they're like, just vibe with me one more time. And they're like, but we're past the expiration date. And then they're like, cause girl, it'll be fly if you were my BUDDY. And the person's like, we're past the expiration date. So, and they're like laughing and happy about this. And that can be like gut wrenching to someone, like gut wrenching when they see how like totally unbothered and genuinely like free as a bird, free as a feather, cause they stepped into partnership with themselves. So someone here is becoming more in harmony and more in tune with themselves. And that is genuinely what's healing all of the heartache from the past. They're like, I really don't need a partnership. I am my masculine. I am my feminine. I can take myself on sporty dates. I can take myself on romantic evenings. I can romance myself. I can play sports with myself. I can write my own masterpieces. I can create my own, and someone here is just having so much fun creating all this. And in that, it's like, there's such healing and balancing of anything of the past. There's a total release of the past. And so it's a renewal on life. And so like I said, there can be someone here that's really coming up on like a 7-year cycle of complete total transformation of, everything that they were, and they're kind of releasing all of that. But it's like the things that they're shedding and releasing are having a really difficult time with them releasing that. There's something here with the lungs and the skin, Aquarius. So I would say be extra mindful about your lungs and about your skin. Now, if you are someone who ever like wheezes or gets seasonal asthma and things like that, again, not a doctor, but you can get this stuff at Walgreens and Whole Foods, etc. So Hepar Sulf is a really good homeopathic remedy that you can take. You can just get it from Boiron, Boiron. So you can look up Hepar Sulf, and that will be really good using it every other day. It's pretty strong, so those are homeopathic anyway, but every other day. Someone here could just be needing to look into acupuncture and homeopathy for the health of their internal organs and for their skin, because if something is showing up on your skin, so for some of my Aquarians, there can be something deeper inside that's happening, but it's showing up on your skin because that's how it happens. It festers on the inside and then it pushes out and then it, erupts on the outside. But you can be learning about it, you think that it's just stress acne or just this or that, but Spirit is saying you need to look into it into a deeper level because there's a deeper layer, and if you like catch it now and you work with it now, then you'll be fine and you'll be great and it'll be a good healing experience. But if you don't, I can't say that. So I don't, yeah. All right, Aquarius. What else for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? You also are working into your final form. So if you've had any sort of healing crisis, Aquarius, or if you feel like you're going through some sort of crisis, it is a healing crisis, and Spirit is saying it's a part of your transformation into your final form. This can also be, anyone near you. And if you feel disturbed about, what you've been experiencing lately, or you feel like there's a lot of disturbing things occurring, or there's a lot of disturbia in your life, or just disturbed in general, Spirit is really wanting you to sit with curiosity. Replace disturbed with curious. Instead of something being disturbing, just let it be curious, because it is. And if it is, then we can't reject what is, because it is. And so at the same time, there's not a need for tolerance of certain things, because some things are disturbing, but there's a need to get curious of the underlying layer. Someone here can feel really strongly about something, and it's because Spirit is wanting you to get more education in an area, or even change your whole career, or streamline, I'm hearing, or chisel away. I'm seeing someone work on a statue, a Greek statue, and they're just carving clay and very meticulous refinement process. So there can be something here about, if it disturbs you, Aquarius, then Spirit is saying, it might hold the seed to your next huge success. Someone here can also be disturbed by a memory. Like they have such a vivid, strong memory of someone that they can't let go of. I'm hearing a song by Bryan Adams and, oh, what's the woman's name? It's in Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, the horse cartoon movie. The song is Don't Let Go. So, don't let go, don't let go, to that feeling, hold something inside. There's basically just a wave of energy here that someone is riding. Someone is still surfing on the wave of a relationship, of a connection ages ago, and they're surfing on the wave by reliving memories through photos or by just reliving memories in their head, and they're like happy just reliving these memories over and over in your head. So for some of you, if you can't stop thinking of someone or dreaming of someone, it can be because they're obsessively thinking about you. So in the Capricorn reading, it was vice versa. But here, Aquarius, if someone keeps popping up in your head, yes, they're thinking of you obsessively. All right, Pisces, that was way too long. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Do not fear the fire of self-discovery. It will not burn you. It will burn what you are not. So for some of my Pisces, you may feel like you are getting burned. And for some of my Pisces, maybe that is also a health thing of going to the doctor if you feel something burning. Just have to say it. Yeah, we have skin showing up again. Also liver and pancreas and the gut. So for some of my Pisces, there can be some gut things going on here. Remember, Pisces, our gut was our first brain, our oldest brain, the most ancient brain. It is the brain of all brains. And if the brain of all brains and the oldest brain is not, if it's not in its best functioning, then the other brains can't be functioning that well either, which would be your heart and then the brain in your head. So in other words, Pisces, if you don't deal with this gut thing, whatever thing is gut-wrenching you emotionally, whatever is actually bothering your gut. So you could have a food allergy or intolerance that you aren't really aware of because you're not being sensitive enough to it, and it could be something that affects you because digestion happens hours later, you guys. So this could be getting a headache or getting stomach pain like hours and hours and hours after you had a meal, but it's actually that meal or that thing that you had that induced this. Now for some of my Pisces, with the liver and everything here, it's just too much alcohol. So I just have to say that. For some of my Pisces, I know you're a fish, I know, the liquids, I know, alcohol, your thing, but you gotta definitely like put some brakes on it for right now, especially with the planetary alignments as there. I'm not an astrologer, but as I'm learning more, there are certain times where it's like more favorable or least favorable, like certain times when it would be okay to drink, most days of the week. But then there are certain seasons that like you doing that can have you in a hospital bed, and it like, could be. So, Pisces, caution on the alcohol, please. For some of my Pisces, there can be even like an obsession, being struck by Cupid's arrow. You can feel like I can't control myself. When I think about you, I touch myself. I don't want anybody else. So some of my Pisces, they don't want anyone else, or you don't want anyone else, and you're thinking of somebody, or they're thinking of you. Maybe you guys are thinking of each other, I don't know, but with Thunderbolt here, it's pretty strong, and with my Venus card, it's pretty strong. There's a need to release control, release the desire to realign with this person. Someone here can be too self-sacrificing, idealistic, too passive. They can be thinking obsessively about something but not taking action on something, so just drop it. There's like, if you drop it now and pick it up 6 months from now, you actually may not have to pick it up 6 months from now. It may be delivered to you 6 months from now. So that's a thought, Pisces. If you like drop this thing, like completely drop it energetically, not just like drop it, but like quietly inside be like, okay, I acted like I dropped it. Did they get it? Are they going to come chasing back to me now? Is it going to come back to me now? If you're trying for that, Pisces, it's not going to come back. But if there's like a genuine acceptance of, all right, this situation has spoiled, because again, this situation has had its expiration date. If there's an acceptance, a loving acceptance, I'm hearing, specifically a loving acceptance of something, a relationship having had an expiration date, it could literally, quite literally, just land in your lap and come back to you. Also something here about carbon or a carb. It could be like carbs or something on a car, or For some of my Pisces, you're being told to stop. The polarity is off in a situation. And this can be in regards to love. Someone is for the streets. You need to release them, put them in the litter box. Quite literally, litter box here. So, and then we have Girl, Get Up by Sarah Jakes Roberts. Really powerful YouTube sermon. Highly recommend, obviously, because it came up in your thing, Pisces. Girl, Get Up. This is all about self-worth. So for some of my Pisces, you can be going for situations just to get some attention or affection, and it's not looking good. It's not doing good things for you. Stop. Spirit is literally saying stop. Red light. Red light means stop and throw it out. Like put it in the litter box. Bad Blood here, Pisces. Bad Blood by Taylor Swift. Used to be mad love. So this can be the type of relationship, Pisces, where there's like, I hate this feeling. It's the feeling where it's like repulsiveness. It's literally like when you're next to this person and they kind of like bump into you, you like move away. Or when they like do something, you literally react the opposite way. Like when they breathe on you, you're like, oh, their breath smells. Or when they like reach up and they grab something and you get a whiff of their armpit, you're like, oh, I don't like their smell. And it's like, it's an issue, Pisces, because you've been with people where like if they did that, you would like grab them and like all up in their armpit. You'd be like, I love the way you smell. I want to devour you. And you don't feel that way about the person you're with, Pisces. And that's the issue. Because the person that you're with, you're just like, dealing with it, and if Spirit is saying you need to refocus, you need to realign, you need to release trying to control a situation, you need to stop self-sacrificing, you need to stop being idealistic and trying to paint something to be what it's not. You need to let it go. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Some of my Aries could be moving, you could be packing, you could be traveling, packing for traveling, for work with 8. So some of my Aries, you're going to be traveling a lot for work, so get used to it. People could be trying to get heavy distractions in your way because Spirit is saying, unlike Pisces, for you, it's a go. The polarity is on. So you are supposed to be moving forward right now. You guys, everyone has seasons, everyone has time. So there is something here, Aries, that you are supposed to move forward on, and note that anything coming up that's trying to make you avoid doing something, or that's trying to distract you, like just throw it out to the side, which is easy for you, Aries. Let's be serious. Yeah, non-cognitive skills are what set you apart from everybody else. It takes all the non-cognitive skills to be great by David Goggins. Stop judging yourself against those who just hide it better than you. Don't be ashamed of what life made you. So Aries, there can be something here about you just being unapologetic and showing up in your most authentic self. And you know, people can be judging you for that, but it's because they would never show up authentically and show themselves. They would never just show themselves for everything. They hide so much. And so there's an energy here, Aries, of you're being favored because you're being genuine and pure. And because you're being genuine and pure, and the people who aren't being genuine and pure are judging you and trying, you know, Spirit's like, that's a joke. Literally, we have pure. Can't make this up. Can't make this up. Resurrection. Something is being resurrected, Aries. A golden opportunity. Because you're pure, because you're genuine, and because the people who are trying to say you're not, their true colors are coming through. We'll leave it at that. Because, you guys, if you guys knew what happened to me today, I want to share, but I can't because so many people are going to be watching this, especially over on YouTube. But, basically, something happened to me today that was literally only a God miracle. Like, genuinely only a God miracle. And it's so funny. Like, it's literally so funny. So funny. The things that people will try and do to mess with you, and then the things that God will do as a clapback to be like, don't worry, girl, I got you. And yeah, basically that happened in a huge way for me today. Like, big justice served. Big hallelujah justice served. And I'm celebrating. I'm celebrating that. And I'm an Aries sun, which is why I'm sharing this. All right, Taurus, couch potato. So some of my Taurans could just be getting more rest. You need more rest before the holiday season, before something gets busy. You could be like Aries and you might be traveling a lot for work, or maybe you just were traveling a lot, or for family. Taurus, there could be some changes here that need to be made. You could be inviting a new member into the home. This could be a lover. This could be a child. This could be a pet. This could be changing your home in some way. There is a need to protect something, Taurus. Also, someone, okay, hope you guys aren't doing this. There's either a Taurus who's mimicking and being really immature, or a Taurus, there's someone here that is being really immature and mimicking you. Either way, mimicry and immaturity is just ridiculous in general, and there's a need to just contract. And this is so powerful. So Taurus, your spirit animal for this time period, I know not every sign got one, but it's just what comes through, never comes through. So sorry for the signs who didn't get one. Taurus, yours is spider. And why is it spider? Because spiders are the smartest hunters. The smartest hunters. You want to know how badass spiders are? They literally go wherever they feel like. They're like, I'm gonna set up shop right here. They're like, spin their web, and then they're like, I'm gonna take a nap. And whenever I wake up from my nap, my food's gonna be ready. And literally, their food comes to them. Spiders are the best hunters, Taurus. Learn from the spiders, Taurus. So they make their web. They don't go out and hunt. They don't go out and pursue things. They make their web and then they take a nap. Couch potato. So, Taurus, if you do less is more. If you do less, you're going to have so much more coming to you. We literally have all eyes on you. So, Taurus, there's this energy of like, and people can be mimicking and being immature towards you because they hate that. They're like, look at them, like doing nothing, this, that, and the other. But Taurus, this is the thing. Taurus is Knight of Pentacles energy. It's Four of Pentacles energy. This is slow, meticulous work. So for a lot of my Taurans, this isn't something that it's like you're just chilling, resting on it, and all of a sudden you're getting all these accolades and this wealth and prosperity. Oh no, honey. Taurus, this is something that you've been educating yourself on for years, for decades. You've been mastering this. You've been coming at it from all different angles. You know, like if you're dedicated to, you know, like yoga, it's like you've studied multiple different types in multiple different parts of the world, and you've spent, you know, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars on education. Or if you're a certain athlete, you know, you may not be known at a certain level, but you have such a foundation for that sport, and you know, make sure that your mental health as an athlete is on point, and that your mental acuity and your precision work and your balance, you know, like you refine all the other areas. So Taurus, you've already done the work in this thing, which is why you get to be a couch potato, you get to chill, and you're actually going to have more come towards you for knowing your worth, knowing the education that you've received in an area, knowing, you know, what you deserve. And rather than trying to fight with these immature idiots that are mimicking you or whatever and trying to uphold, or you just ignore them, ignore their taunts. It's in one ear and out the next. For some of my Taurans, there's something here about becoming more intimate with yourself. You also could be dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius or a Gemini. Some of my Taurans, news that changes things and begging. Woo! So Taurus, someone here can see someone going through an upgrade, or they are going through an upgrade, and now this changes things. So someone here may have rejected somebody because they were like, nah, they're not on my level. But now that person they rejected is like levels above them. And now that person is like, well, this changes things. And they're coming back begging. So someone here is coming back begging because they see someone stepping into their final form. But the other person, we have Nobody's Fool by Avril Lavigne. I flow better when my colors show. If you want to bring me down, go ahead and try. Try to look me in the eye. I don't need you doubting me. So if you want to bring me down, go ahead and try. Go ahead and try. So basically, I'm Nobody's Fool. With Nobody's Fool, Avril, you know, she says like, I'm nobody's fool. So someone here, again, read this whole entire reading, Taurus. There's an expiration date for everything. Keep rolling by Limp Bizkit is the advice, Taurus. Keep rolling on. So rolling. Someone here is rolling? Oh gosh, that's like a term. So some of my Taurans, I don't mess with that world. But some of my Taurans, there's definitely heavy energy of pills coming through. So I don't mess with that energy at all, but I have to say it because it's here and it just came out twice. Don't push me. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. So some of my Taurans, there's a need to check yourself or check the people that you mess with because someone here is abusing pills. Okay. Taurus. Yep. Restructure. Discipline. There's a Taurus here that, what are you disciple of? What are you disciple of? If something is hard to do, if it's hard to make a routine of this, if it's hard to make it a habit, you need to just simply ask yourself the question and journal it. Wake up in the morning and ask, what am I a disciple of? What am I a disciple of? And answer that, because that will give you all of your answers. Stop polarity is off. So Taurus, there's something here that could be off in the mind. So yeah, there can be like cognitive, I don't know, something cognitively here that can be kind of, so going back to the trace minerals, some of my Taurans need to make sure that they're getting all their trace minerals, but some of my Taurans also just need to make sure they're getting enough sleep. And some of my Taurans also need to make sure that they're not letting people steal energy from them that are mimicking them or being immature. Like if someone's being immature or has that mimicry type of energy and they're not seeing you for your worth or seeing you for at your level, then just carry on, because there's 8 billion people in the world. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that, Taurus. Nobody. So don't try and make them think that there is time for that when there ain't time for that. They're just trying to control situation. Gemini. Gemini, big mad. Oh, yikes. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Oh, you big mad. Oh, you big mad. Haters mean others want what you have, so it's a compliment, Gemini. Carry on, darling. So some of my Geminis, someone's big mad about you. Some of my Geminis are big mad about somebody else. Either way, it's a power struggle. About to be a girl fight. No, it's not. Someone here, like, it's not about to be a girl fight, but someone here is trying to have a girl fight. So there can definitely be a Gemini here. It seems like a female that is really mad about a situation. Yeah, breakaway and contraction. Woo! So some of my Geminis, you want to break away, make a change, wanted to belong here, but something felt so wrong here. So what, that's Kelly Clarkson? Yeah, someone wanted to belong here, but something felt so wrong here. So for some of my Geminis, you gave your heart and your soul. He was everything that I wanted. We were meant to be, supposed to be, but we lost it. All the memories so close to me just fade away. All this time you were pretending. So much for my happy ending. So some of my Geminis could be getting accused of pretending, or they could be accusing others of pretending, or both of you guys are accusing each other of pretending. It seems like just one big misunderstanding, Gemini, to be quite honest. You are being told to contract at this time. Spider is also your spirit animal. It's like, with this solar eclipse, things are becoming exposed. And the way to repair this, whatever this is, Gemini, is not to try and sit down and talk it out. No, honey. The way to repair this is to actually contract and pull yourself back and allow space and time and new experiences and realigning and rewiring and resetting the mind. Like, some people here need a total reset, and that's the only way the situation is going to, like, really transform moving forward. Yeah, for some of my Geminis, you can feel like life has thrown you into life's gym, like the orca whales. Was that Pisces or Aquarius? Yeah, rain. So for some of my Geminis, we have, yep, stop. What did I say? Stop. The polarity is off. So to reinvent the situation, we have stability at the bottom. So this could have to do with your home, Gemini, your foundation, your stability, what that means to you, the energies of, like, something here is out of balance, being overly determined, overly detailed, very dependable, very conservative, tried and true, consistent, sharp, but then like flipping into being lazy and complacent and slow and rigid and stagnant. So there's like a head over heart thing going on here for some of my Geminis, trying to make something black and white, trying to intellectualize a situation, being stuck in one way, trying to trying to outthink yourself. Yeah, we have the brain. So someone here is like really trying to outthink themselves. Sounds like a Gemini thing to do. But Gemini, you need to just, again, ask yourself, what are you a disciple of? And stick to that. Like, you are what you repeatedly do, and you are the people that you hang out with. So if you don't like what the people that you're hanging out with are up to, if you're like, man, why am I stuck at this income level and I'm not making it to that next tax bracket? Well, what are the people that you hang out with? And it's not a bad thing, but like if you want to evolve and you're serious about it, then that up-leveling comes with a price. And it's not lonely at the top, it's exclusive. And so Gemini, let the rain fall down and break my down, let it wash away my sanity, cause I want to feel the thunder. Someone wants to feel the thunder, Gemini. Oof, okay. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, don't push me. So some of my Cancers could be dealing with that pill Taurus, or some of my Cancers could be the pill Cancer that the Taurus is dealing with. But yeah, similar energy. No part of me messes with that frequency in any way, shape, or form. Some of my Cancers, blocked. So someone here needs to be blocked. You could be blocked though. Someone here, again, by the David Goggins, sit by your effing self. At the table, sit by your effing self. Accountability mirror. So Cancer, someone here could be a flamin' mirror, transformational mirror, an accountability mirror. It's like this person mirrors all of your triggers and you mirror all of their triggers, but they're in opposite ways. So you could be like, oh, they're not my mirror. It's like triggering to hear that. Like it's triggering to hear that this person is your mirror, Cancer, because you're like, no, they're not. That's nothing like, oh, no. But it's like same, but different. So some of my Cancers, there's that frequency. Same, but different. But Cancer, similar to Gemini's energy, this is one of those things that if you just like back away, if you ease off the gas pedal, like don't hit the brake, but don't touch the gas, just let it be. Then we have I Try by Busty and the Bass. I play it off, but I'm dreaming of you. I keep my cool, but I'm offended. I try to say goodbye and I choke. So some of my Cancers, you just need to let them blow off some steam. Seems like there's some communication issues. Yeah, a lot of communication issues. This can be a sense of, I was just learning this in my vagus nerve. I'm in this vagus nerve school program thing, and I just learned about this. Now it's going to bother me that I don't know the words for it. But essentially, someone here is in their total freeze state, Cancer, and because they're totally frozen from feeling a wound at the base level of survival, they're trying to basically become nothing. So Cancer, for some of you, it's like people are like, oh, are you depressed? And it's like, that doesn't quite feel right. It's like, I just feel like nothing. Like I feel total nothingness. It's like I would have to feel human and I would have to feel emotions to feel depression. So it's not depression. I feel nothingness. It's like darker than that. It's emptier than that. It's more nothingness than that. It's more empty than that. It's like total stripping of a connection to humanity at all. This is intense. Now, so yeah, I mean, this is something that can also have to do with circulation. So ways to move this energy, Cancer, what can be really powerful for you is shaking. Shaking can be like really important for you, like watching YouTube videos on shaking, getting energy moving, shaking your feet, shaking your head. Hula hooping can be really important for you. If you're the person who freezes, who goes into the state of almost paralysis because of certain situations, or you know someone who does, please have them see a professional, but also things like shaking and moving meditation, things that get them out of stillness. Like Tai Chi, Qigong, where they're slowly, intentionally moving energy, can really help to reframe and reshape the mind so that this person can come out of this state of such state of detachment. Like it's total detachment. Okay, that was really intense. Cancer, let's grab this deck. I haven't used this one yet. Cancer. Woo. Cancer, someone wants to know, will you stay? Or you want to know, will they stay? Hold up to be clear, I believe in miracles, but I don't believe in waiting for them. You got to make them happen. So Cancer, I was saying the shaking stuff for a reason, because someone here is just totally frozen. We literally have Aries because the author. Someone here could be a writer. They could like writing. Someone here could really like reading. They could like reading books. But the author, the artist, is Mike Will Made It, but the song title is called Aries. And the lyrics are, hold it to be clear, I believe in miracles, but I don't believe in waiting for them. You got to make that happen in ways they cannot imagine. You have to make them think it's magic. All right, so Cancer. You could be thinking of an Aries. There's something here about business. So you could be focused. You could be in this unemotional state because you put your money and work and business above everything. So for some of my Cancers, you could be getting to a place where you're realizing how dissociated or detached you've become as you've stepped into this new professional, business, poised, reputable, like character of yourself. Doing things by the book. All I care about is the results. All I care about is the stability. Or this can be the person that you're dealing with, and this is the challenge. And so there's a need for energy work, shaking literally everything that I was saying, Qigong, Tai Chi, literally that's everything here, for you to get this love. Truly, madly, deeply. I want to stand with you on a mountain. I want to bathe with you in the sea. So we have some savage garden, Cancer. All right, what's after Cancer? Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo. Woo! Mimicry, immature. So, what was that? Taurus? I believe so. So some of my Leos could be dealing with a Taurus. Otherwise, some of my Leos are just mimicking and being immature, or someone is doing this to them. Yeah, someone here is rigid. They refuse. That person is going the wrong way. Or Leo, someone thinks you are going the wrong way. Someone here is literally mimicking and being immature because they think somebody else is going the wrong way. That's hilarious to me. Yeah, because someone here has tunnel vision. Someone here is a bird in a cage. This is like people thinking, you know, the Wright brothers are insane because why could you ever create a vehicle that flies in the air? Like, that will never happen. And how do we get around the world today? Airplanes. That's like everyone thinking Henry Ford was insane and psychotic for thinking that he could ever make a vehicle and that we'd ever have a horse with wheels. And what do we all drive today? Cars. So this is a situation, Leo, where someone is an unevolved ogre of a person. And because they're so unevolved and so I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because evolve or get left behind. Like, that's just kind of how the name of the game is, Leo. Rigid, refuse. Two can play that game. You know, like someone here is not evolving. They're mimicking. They're being immature because they're refusing to elevate. I'm hearing elevate. Is that that's a song. Elevate. Elevate. Motivate. Motivate. Is that J. Cole? Yeah, Motivate by J. Cole. So someone here is unmotivated, and they're mad that somebody else is motivated, essentially what that is. Like, yeah, when people are mimicking and being immature and saying that someone's doing something wrong or they're going the wrong way, essentially they're upset because they see the momentum, they see the motivation that somebody is possessing, and that motivation, that momentum is triggering to them because they don't have that momentum in their life, because they're in this immature mimicry state of being, so they can't tap into that collective consciousness. Yeah, so someone could be mimicking and being immature about somebody ascending into their final form. We have, "You Got Me Fucked Up." "You Got Me Fucked Up," the G-Eazy song. Ooh, yeah, okay. So someone here is like, I don't care if you want to be immature, I'm going to be a shooting star anyway. And a shooting star is like, you know, way up there, and the little ogre of a mimicking person is down here on Earth. So the shooting star is like, I can't even stop to deal with things like you. Ooh, ah. Some of my Leos, there's something here again about hydration, and same with trace minerals. Some of you, there's something here about a rainstorm, spending time watching lightning, listening to the thunder, meditating to that kind of music could be really powerful for you, Leo. Free writing, if you're an artist, working on your craft with non-lyrical music, just nature sounds, could be actually really transformative for your art this week. For your lyrics, for your words, if you're a poet or just write copy in general, if you are a singer, if you are, a rapper or a painter, you know, whatever it is for you, whatever it is that you do, it seems like listening to thunderstorm, rainstorm, lightning storm could be really powerful for you. And with the one, we have the pioneer energy. So for a lot of my Leos, you are being pushed to you cannot expect to receive anything from another person that you're not going to already give to yourself, Leo. So if there's something here that you're not receiving and you see someone else receiving the things that you're not receiving and you're like, why am I not receiving this XYZ? Why are they receiving that? It's because they're giving those things to themselves and you're not giving those things to yourself. Likewise, if someone sees you getting something and they're not getting that thing, it's because you're taking care of yourself in a way that they're not taking care of themselves. So for my Leos, there's something here about being a leader and leading others in self-care, like needing to prioritize self-care and understanding that everything else falls into place from there if you just focus on being the magi of your own aces, like your own Ace of Pentacles, take care of your own stability. Ace of Cups, your own happiness and love and romance in yourself. Ace of Wands, your own creative center, your own physical body, working out, exercise, creativity, and your own Ace of Swords, your own education, making sure that you're working on your education and you're constantly learning things, and that every year, you're learning something, so that if you don't use it, you lose it, Leo. So that's also being brought up here. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo. Woo, expansion. This is the first time this one came out. Virgo, just do it, baby. So you guys could be wearing Nike, getting new Nikes. You could be getting signed by Nike. Congratulations. Or some of you guys could just be athletes that are getting signed and promotions from promoters or whatever from different companies. So for some of my Virgos, I really see that kind of working with another person, having sponsors, working in cooperation, teams, expanding, hitting the boomerang with something, triple threat with something, because you have strong roots, Virgo. I like this. This job that is coming to you, or if you're offering a job to somebody, then there's strong roots here. Don't push it, back off, mimicry, immature, stay. Okay, so someone here doesn't want you to expand, they want you to stay. And Virgo, you could have people saying like, don't push it, don't push it. If you do that, like we have the she got me fucked up, and we have the watcher. So someone's watching because they know you want to break away and make a change, maybe towards an Aries or a Sagittarius. Aries is Aries and Sagittarius mixed in one. An Aries or a Sagittarius or another Virgo. Now this is funny because this card is Mars. And Mars is Sagittarius and Aries, but it's also the Hermit card in the Tarot, and the Hermit is Virgo, and this is the Virgo reading. So very strong energy of Sagittarius and Aries here, very strong energy of a Virgo that wants to break away and make a change, but maybe they have strong roots, and so it's difficult for them to expand and evolve out of their strong roots where they are, and the people that they're with are telling them don't push it, and they're like kind of threatening this person, they're watching them, they're being really immature here. Yeah, someone is begging for someone to stay and not change, but we have ladders and keep rolling. So Virgo, you're supposed to show up in unbridled passion. You're supposed to go up the ladder. You're supposed to keep rolling. And if people are trying to prevent you from climbing up the ladder because they don't want to see you grow and change, then off with their heads, but not really, metaphorically. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Here I am once again. I'm torn into pieces. Can't deny it, can't pretend. Virgo, someone here could be really showing, they're really putting on a show. Really putting on a show. Could be an Aquarius or a Libra. For some of my Virgos, yeah, I can't make this up. You just want to be free. You want to liberate yourself from a situation. There's something here about, again, expansion, letting go, release, freedom, victory. At last, my love. So some of my Virgos are, it's like final stop. You want to go to your final stop. You're ready for your final stop. I feel this flipped. All right, what's after Virgo is Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Libra. Some of my Libras could be entering a serious commitment, or they could be questioning a commitment. We have a golden opportunity in the reverse, so some of my Libras could be missing a golden opportunity. Libra, you're also being told to watch out for the alcohol. We have the liver, pancreas, CNS, so nervous system. So really focusing on the gut. Again, same energy as whoever that was at the beginning of the reading. things. Maybe it was Pisces. Something here about the gut, though, and this all has to do with self-worth and self-esteem. So for some of my Libras, you know, you could be having stuff show up on your skin that's actually a deeper underlying organ issue, so please see a doctor for that. Please get your gut checked out, making sure that you're taking strong probiotics, that you're taking probiotics regularly, that you're lessening how much sugar and carbohydrates that you're intaking, and making sure that you are eating less processed. You know, if you're eating meat, making sure that it's like not pumped with antibiotics and all that, and making sure that it's like good natural stuff. And some of my Libras, you don't even eat meat, so you know that doesn't apply to you. Keep being a rabbit. For some of my Libras, someone here doesn't see all that you've sacrificed for a situation, or someone feels that you don't see all that they've sacrificed for a situation. And perhaps both of you feel that the other one doesn't realize what they have both sacrificed in a situation. You're being told to tread slowly. So I'm seeing like a leopard slowly prowl. Like I'm seeing the paws, you know, and they're like the webbed feet like lift, and it like places itself very specifically. It's like one paw after the other paw, and then pounce. So for some of my Libras, you could be going slowly and slowly until you pounce on a situation, or someone could be doing this to you. That's coming through strong. I would get the gut situation worked out first, though, before you get to pouncing, because, yeah. So, Libra, this can also be stress management, something with the teeth. So getting your teeth checked, or like braces, or teeth cleaning, or grinding, or something with the teeth, something with the mouth. For some of my Libras, you can also be, Spirit is saying be cautious of heavy distractions that are coming your way. So same like Aries energy, people can be trying to distract you at this time. So make sure that you are not letting them distract you. Make sure that you are staying disciplined. We also have, they chose somebody basic so that they could build them. So we have Build-A-Bear energy, Libra. So hopefully you're not the one trying to build a bear. But there's someone here that missed out on the real thing. And because they didn't get the real thing, they went and got something that kind of looked like it. And they're trying to build a bear. They're trying to, yeah. It's a weird energy. Someone here could be trying to make themselves look better off than they are, Libra, in a situation. Someone here can be very conservative and slow, and because of that, they're not seeing the changes that they want to see. If you want big changes, Libra, you have to take big risks, Spirit is saying. So someone here could be not taking the risks that they need to be taking for the changes that they want to see in their life. So Libra, if you aren't seeing certain changes in your life, and you're seeing those changes in the lives of those around you, Spirit is saying that's because those people are taking greater risks than you're taking. And perhaps they're in your life to inspire you to take a risk. So some of my Libras need to take a risk at this time. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Scorpio. Scorpio, the greatest version of you is the most disciplined version of you. It looks like health is good. We have good fruit. So we have the song, is it What's New? What's New, Pussycat? Oh, whoa, whoa. Someone here is purring. I'm hearing a cat purring. The cat's meow. Someone here wants to make your cat purr, Scorpio. Juicy fruit. I get that juicy. He eat that one. Yeah, Doja, is that... Yeah, Juicy by Doja Cat. So that song is coming through. If you can see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back. So someone here definitely, we got the natural preservatives here, you know, natural strawberry, natural juicy fruit over here. Peaches and cream. Need it because I know that I'm a fiend. Okay, so someone here, Scorpio, they're all about that. Yeah, legs. I want your face down, ass up by Vito. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing that song, Face Down. Oof. The greatest version of you is the most disciplined version of you, honey. And it seems like people are really attracted to that discipline, Scorpio. They are really attracted to that discipline. So keep being disciplined because it's working for you, clearly. Your health is good. legs, feet. So focus on leg workouts, maybe lots of walking, but also strengthening, because you need that for bone density as you get older. You can't just do the cardio, Scorpio. You got to make sure you lift the weights as well. Also, do not fear the fire of self-discovery. It will not burn you. It will burn what you are not. So big emphasis on the 7-year cycle for my Scorpios as well. You can be coming up in a transformation where you are emerging from the fire, a new form, your final form. Big Phoenix rising energy, which is Scorpionic energy anyway. Breath work is going to be really powerful for my Scorpios, focusing on lung capacity. So some of my Scorpios could be training for things like up in the mountains. They could be doing more long distance sports, or sports that require better breath control, or that they can perform better as an athlete if they focus on their breath. Wim Hof breathing can be really good for some of my Scorpios during this time as well. And also working Nali, yeah. I just always knew it as Nali and vacuums with your core. So you can go up on YouTube and learn how to do like vacuums with your stomach, but doing things like that will be incredibly powerful for you, Scorpio. It will also be really powerful transforming your emotions if you're an artist. Doing deep core work massages your internal organs, and that will actually release certain things. That's going to release different emotions. Also working on your legs and your hips, your flexibility, your mobility, and your strength there will also bring new insights and awareness of emotions. So for some of my Scorpios that are artists, by getting more into your body and incorporating more physical aspects to your career, into your creative juices, like if you have this routine. Say that you go on a walk around this area, you sit with this certain painting in your house while listening to certain music. You have like this morning routine, right? If you're an artist and you do these things to like get your creative space going. Spirit's saying like throw out what you do and go be active, like go do a sport, go do, you know, like there's something here about go be physical, or go do breath work, like intense breath work. There's something here about that. Also Scorpio 333, that is 9, so there's a hermetic completion here, so big endings come to new beginnings. There's also the energy of 3, which is working on teams and cooperation. So for some of my Scorpios, you have mastered that duality, the divine feminine, masculine within, the partnership within. So you've mastered the 2 energy. It's like, okay, I've mastered the 1, and now I've mastered my 2, and I have my 2 in balance, and now I'm ready to exchange my 2 with a 3rd and create energy with another entity. So there's something here about cooperating with others, working in larger groups, having more business associates. So for some of my Scorpios, you could have a like wide variety of clients, all different ages, nationalities. You could also be like Aries, and you could be traveling a lot for work. Also big Jupiter energy. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So Scorpio, what you think about, you bring about. So for Scorpios especially, you need to be incredibly careful about what you're feeding your mind, because you are what you believe, you are what you think. So if you're a Scorpio who it's really easy for you to just have these negative thoughts, you are self-prophesizing to yourself, and Spirit is saying, quit that now. And you need to, you know, switch that for a more positive self-talk dialogue. So daily affirmations, you can put them like on your bathroom mirror, you can have them on your nightstand, you could even put them on your ceiling above your bed. So when you wake up in the morning, before you get out of bed, you have to say, you know, your affirmations. You can read them to yourself before you go to bed at night. Things like this can really be powerful to reprogram your subconscious mind. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You guys can also be moving. You could be moving temporarily. You could just be traveling for work. You could be wanting to move somebody else out. You're wanting to make moves on someone or something before it's too late. Yeah. Some of my Sagittarians, something has been moving so slow, but it's time for the big reveal. It's been a marathon, and you've broken the marathon down into smaller pieces, but you see the finish line. The winner's circle, trading your silver in for gold. Some of my Sagittarians, you or they chose someone basic to try and play Build-A-Bear. So was that, I don't know if that was that was in one of the most recent ones. It was either for Libra or Virgo. It was either Libra or Virgo. But someone here missed out on the real thing, so then they chose something else, and they chose the other thing, trying to build them like the thing that was the real thing, and now it's all coming out, and it's all shattered to pieces. It's all gone to shit, I'm hearing. Also the song, rumor has it, rumor has it, Rumor has it I'm the one he's leaving her for. Or you're the one he's leaving. Rumor has it something something leaving her for. So there can be a rumor, Sagittarius, that you're leaving somebody for somebody else, or somebody's leaving somebody else for you. I mean, frankly, the only two people, a relationship is only the business of the people that are in the relationship. So Sag, it doesn't matter what other people are saying. It doesn't matter. No matter what I do, oh, all I think about is you, oh. Even when I'm with my boo, oh, all I think about is, Okay, I guess it is coming through. Some of my Sagittarians, you could be in a relationship, but you're thinking about somebody else. Or somebody else is in a relationship, but they're thinking about you. Or someone here could just be in a work setting, and they want to bring someone into this work setting, but the other people in the work setting are like, no. Or someone here could be a part of a certain religious congregation, and they want to be friends, or they want to date someone of a different spiritual belief, and the people around them are like, no. So there's someone here trying to like control what this Sagittarius has access to or energy to. But it's like, the big reveal is coming out. Heavy distractions. Yeah. Someone here is like heavily distracting somebody from their path. Heavily distracting them from their path. Hello, Kid Lennon. Good to see you in here. So there is an energy of somebody is seeing this though. We have I see you, and we have pioneer, the one. Whatever breaks your heart is going to fix your vision. So if something breaks your heart, it's going to fix your vision. It broke my heart, but it fixed my vision. I keep saying that. Broke my heart, but it fixed my vision. So some of my Sagittarians, you could have been conditioned a certain way, or somebody that you're dealing with is conditioned a certain way, and something could be breaking their heart to shatter this molded belief. Like something is crumbling down, and it's breaking their heart, but it's fixing their vision because they're seeing what's true in a situation. So Sagittarius, this can also be something was painted out to be a certain way, but it's not actually that way at all. Someone could be painted out to be a certain way, and they're nothing like how they're painted out to be at all. And that's on God. That's facts. And because of that, their vision has to be fixed. It's like God is saying, you have to see the truth of this person now. You have to see the truth of the situation now. You have to see that people have been heavily distracting and trying to cover the truth of a situation. Something here is being birthed. Yeah, we have stop, polarity is off, pack, bad blood. No one knows what it's like. So someone here is in a pity, poor me, no one knows what it's like. They feel like they can't escape a situation because it's going to piss off the people around them. But the polarity is off with them anyway, and they don't with you anyway. It's like, it's poison, I'm hearing. Someone here is like in a situation or a connection that really is not for their highest self. All right, last messages for Sagittarius. Yeah, we have counselor, law, justice, negotiations. So this is divorce, like quitting a job, mediating. There's something here about judgment, like Judgment Day. And Sagittarius, we have Be Water, My Friend by Bruce Lee. So someone here needs to remember that the smartest person is the quietest, calmest one in the room. And it could be really difficult to be calm, Sagittarius, with what is coming out. Snakes don't attack trees though. So if you're surrounded by snakes, Sagittarius, make sure you're the tree. All right, please like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, hit me up.